Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the United States, and it is a hot and humid day here in Michigan, so I'm coming to you with a different setup today. So I apologize, the lighting is not as good. I'm in my dining room, so I just don't get as great lighting out here as I do in my art room. So today I'm going to do a quick dip for you. I have just a garbage bag that's been taped down to the table so that I hopefully don't get paint everywhere. I apologize, you can hear my dog in the background. She usually can't see me while I'm doing this, and I expect her to make all sorts of noise, so I apologize in advance for that. All right, I'm going to do a multitude of colors and hope that we don't end up with mud. So I'm going to follow, Jilly Cube always does hers in a chevron pattern, and she gets some really lovely results. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm working with a 12-inch by 12-inch canvas today. And I'm just gonna, this is one of the styles of painting that is a lot of fun because you just kind of go with whatever your heart tells you. There's no preconceived notion of what the final outcome will be. So I'm just opening up my paint bottles. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of a boring view for you just looking at the drop cloth, but we'll get to the fun part soon. I wanted to use my crimson, but I found it was very thin on yesterday's pour, so I'm gonna thicken that up before I try to use that. All right, here goes nothing. I think, see, these are before I started labeling my bottles, so I'm just gonna give you my best guess. I think this is medium red hue, cadmium medium red. And I'm just gonna do a chevron pattern. And it's kind of a messy chevron, but that's okay. This is Dioxazine Purple. And I really hope I'm doing it big enough, but I think I am. This is an orange, which I don't know if I'm gonna use. I'm gonna set that one aside. I'm actually gonna use the Cadmium Orange Hue first. Wow, my colors look really off on this. Sorry, guys. Probably shouldn't have put my orange so close to my other colors, but here's hoping we don't get mud. And if we do, try again. So just V's is all I'm trying to do. Oh, let's add some more turquoise up here. I love turquoise. Such a pretty color. And the goal is to get this entire area covered. This is primary blue. And you can see I'm kind of haphazard with my chevrons. This is just super abstract. And because I ran out of primary, I'm going to switch to Phthalo Blue. No silicone in any of this. I prefer my dips without silicone. You can do it with. I just find it disrupts the beautiful pattern that the dip makes for me. So Phthalo Blue. My chevron started out so careful, and as I go, I'm getting sloppier and sloppier. I'm gonna add some more red. Toss in a bit of green. I don't love green in my paintings. It's actually my favorite color. I love spring. I love seeing all the green, but for whatever reason, I don't use it very often when I paint. This is just Quinacridone Magenta, one of my favorites. It's a very pretty color. Now the hardest part, because I'm doing this on a drop cloth, is I cannot tilt this. So that can make it challenging. I'm losing my chevron patterns and getting sloppy. Let's add some more purple. And let's get wild. Let's add a little silver, and then I'm going to add a little bit of white on top. This silver will add a nice sheen, I hope. And it'll kind of lighten things up a little too. Let's add some white. All right. I've taped this down so well, I doubt I can get this paint to move for me. So let's we'll just pick a color and fill in some spots. A little purple, a little blue, a little orange, right there. And when I put my canvas down, some of this will fill in on its own, so I'm not too terribly worried. But there are some bigger spots that could create an issue, so we'll just add a little bit of color. Like these little spots, well, that one's kind of big, I lie. These little spots here, I'm not too worried about. I'm sure they'll fill in as I add more paint. I'm not worried about it, but I'm still gonna add more paint to it. Okay, I think we're good, guys. Oh, and I don't know that I have this in frame all the way. Let me pull my camera. It's hard to guess how big your canvas is. I should have made marks. Okay, I've got giant push pins in so I can lift this up this way without having to work too hard. So if you are to do this and you find that your canvas is not covered with paint when you lift it, do not fear. There's always something you can do. So, and I probably have enough paint here to do more than one dip, but I just want to kind of run my fingers over it. Try to get that paint to adhere. If there's another way to do this that I would like to try at some point, and that is to do it from one canvas to the other, and then you can take the whole thing and just flip it, and then that really helps with the paint adhering. So just gonna push gently, kind of force that paint to spread a little. Give it a minute. So if you are one of my subscribers, thank you guys so much. I so appreciate each and every one of you. I am at 43, which is more than I thought I would ever have. I just started this as a way for me to process my emotions, as my own art therapy, and decided to share it with the world so that I would have a reason that I had to do it. Because I find that when life gets really stressful, I tend to shut down and I won't do anything at all. So this gives me an accountability. So that is the whole reason my channel started. If you haven't subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you would take a minute and hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified if you hit that notification bell every time I post a new video, which is every day or two. So thank you guys for that. I'd love to hear what you think, and I would love if you would give me a thumbs up if you like this style or if you like this video, so I know to make more. All right, this is like the scary and exciting part all at the same time. So I'm just going to lift. Oh, goodness gracious, that is gorgeous. Wow. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I do have a few little spots where the canvas is showing through. Look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, guys, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm going to make a mess. Well, first, let me show you what I'm gonna do with the edges. So for the edges, what I do is I just dip. I kind of want that pattern to continue. So and you guys aren't gonna be able to see this part, I'm sorry, but I just dip it so that each edge is covered with the same kind of colors so that it looks continuous. Okay, so I've got my edges. I'm just gonna put it right here, guys. A little off to the side because I'm gonna grab my balloon. Oh, and all that tipping, look what I did. Oh, I should have done the edges first. Okay, guys, we're gonna try this again. This is dangerous. This is so dangerous, but we're gonna try it. It came up so pretty, so hopefully it will come up pretty again. So do your edges first. Lesson learned. Do your edges first. And I'm just gonna go in and pop the color from the sides here, right on where there's some blank spots. We're just gonna fill that in. Because if you've watched my videos, you know I like my edges to match the front. And of course I've got painty fingerprints all over the back of this. Probably should have taped it. All right, here goes. Please be as pretty as the first time. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. So I do have a couple spots that I need to do just a very little, look at that. Okay. I'm just gonna pull out a balloon. So give me just a second. I'll be right back with you. Sorry, I forgot that my balloon my trusty balloon popped. So I just blew up another one real small. And I'm gonna dip it in the paint on the table. And then anywhere where there's a little bit of canvas showing, I'm just gonna do the lightest little touch to pull that color in. I'm trying to see if there's any other spots on the canvas that are bare. There's right here. It's not really bare. I shouldn't say bare, just thin. It's kind of on the thin side, and I don't want it to be too thin and look like it's off, like the color is just not matching. I am gonna add in that middle of that white, I'm gonna add a little dark balloon kiss and hope for the best. I don't love that. I hope you guys can see that. I'm sorry if you can't. I'm really bummed because I won't be able to save what's on the table here because I have critters in the house. That's why I usually do my painting out in the other room. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit this with some heat. Let me put it back in frame for you all the way. I'm really, really happy with this one. I really am. It turned out so lovely. Lots of bright colors in there. And I will probably, what I do with these a lot of times is I'll just stare at them. Once they're dry, I'll leave them somewhere where I see them every day until I see something else in this painting, and then I'll add some detail to that. I'll throw in a picture after this video of one that I've done before. It's actually sold. I would pull it out and show you, but I sold it and it's been shipped off to its new owner. So, but that's what I'm hoping to do with this one as well. So let me find my heat torch. Like I said, I brought everything inside from my art room, so nothing is out where it normally is. But I've got this one today because my other one is plugged in out in the art room. So with this torch, you just need to be careful. This is a creme brulee torch. It's great for popping bubbles, bringing up cells if you've used silicone, but it can also set your painting on fire. So have a fire extinguisher handy and just be really careful. Don't get this too close to your paint. It will burn it. It will leave marks that you won't like. So I guess it would help if I would turn it to the open position. And like I said, I don't want a lot of cells, so this is just popping any little air bubbles. Give it a chance to dry nice and even. All right, guys, that is it for this one. I will take you in for a close-up. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this one, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. What should I have done differently? I'm really happy with this one, and I hope it dries bright and vibrant, and I don't know, this area here is really making me happy. This white area I'll probably fill in with something else, but maybe not. I see almost like an animal here with an ear here and an ear here and a face here. So maybe there'll be an animal on this one eventually. I'll try to remember to add that picture at the end of this, of the other painting that I did that was a dip that I later on embellished with some drawing. So thanks so much, guys. I will see you on the next one.